Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania morning Hundoke. Today we have Reverend Takaaki Ito presenting on this Thursday, the 21st of May, 2026, or the 5th of April in the 14th year of Chongalguk. Thank you all for coming, and let's begin with a bow to our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, Chanti Champunim Ge. Kambay, Paro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English.
가전맨세 1. 전국 주인 우리 가족은 참사랑을 중심하고 본연 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이사인 지산천국과 전산천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 1. Our family, the owner of Chongalguk, pledges to seek our original homeland and build the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven, the original ideal of creation, by centering on true love.
Thank you. I'd like to share True Mother's Prayer for Missionaries that was given on the 21st of April, 1975. Heavenly Parent, whenever I look into the face of the baby, I feel cleansed inside. I feel like he's looking through to my mind. Parents can't become bad, something like that. Whenever the baby cries extraordinarily, or is uneasy or is sick, I always look into myself and see what I have done wrong. The reflection always comes there. Then I always feel that God is with me and is sympathetic with me. Whenever you witness to the people in your homelands, you must have the heart of true parents to them. You must take care of them and know what they feel. And if you really love them in the position of true parents to them, I know you will be completely successful there. Please remember, we are always with you. Heavenly Parent and true parents are loving you so much that they can't leave you, but live with you in spirit. So be confident and work hard and raise as many children as possible. Please don't forget that your Heavenly Parent and true parents are with you always, wherever you go. In true parents' name, Arju. And before we welcome up Reverend Tagaki, I'd like to share a praise song. So please.
태어나기 전부터 나는 늘 보고 있었지. 그 설렘들이 시간과 함께 단 하나뿐 어디도 없는 꽃이 피워지길 간절히 소망해왔지. 그래 너를 만난 것
부모님의 사랑이 우리를 이어졌지.
그래 고맙다 나와 함께 해줘서 이루 말하지 못한 너를 사랑하는 마음 저
Beloved true mother, this moment
that we are with you. We are so happy. And as your children, we will love you and will become children who become one with you.
처음부터 나는 너를 보고 웃었지. 그 설렘들이 시간과 함께 단 하나뿐 어디도 없는 꽃이 피워지길 간절히 소망해왔지. 그래 행복해 너를 만난 건 부모님의 사랑이 우리를 이어줬지. 그래 고맙다 나와 함께 해줘서 이루 말하지 못한 너를 사랑하는 마음 저 달빛보다 더 빛나기를 바라고 또 바라는 이 마음만 영원하라. 그래 고맙다 나와 함께 해줘서 이루 말하지 못한 너를 사랑하는 마음 저 달빛보다 더 빛나기를 바라고 또 바라는 이 마음만 영원하라. 이 마음만 영원하라.
차렷 경례 바로.
Thank you, and let's welcome up Reverend Takaki. Is he there? No, I don't see him there. I wonder what happened. Just checking if there's any. Okay. Okay, very late notice. Just a message from him sorry for the late notice, but I will not be able to do Hundok. This is at 12:03. I just missed seeing it. Anyway, he's on a flight, so he can't do it. That's okay. I have, as always, one in reserve. Just 1 second. All right. 1 second. Yeah. Okay, I'll just share this. All right, there it is. This is a message, as you can see, that Mother gave on the 1st of November 2013, and it's titled Prepare for the Future. So I'd like to share this with you today. I've got a bit of a cold, so my voice is not that great, but anyway, that's all right. All right, let's go through this. Can we back down now because of the hills ahead of us and the difficulties and physical pain we experience at this very moment and within our environment? Yes, we must go up. We must go over it. We are now living in a time when we must not just speak, but act. We could not fulfill our responsibilities. I feel acting now to be a bit overdue, actually. We should have heralded true parents when true father was still alive. What did Christianity do for the past 2,000 years? Yes, what they believed in was empty. What is God's providence? Why did God conduct this providence? Because of the fall. How can Almighty God leave a mistake alone, particularly a mistake that was caused by humans, the beings he had created, and not by him? As blessed members, I'm sure you all know the divine principle since you have studied it. God's hope and our hope are one. Since we all live with this one purpose, why can't we boldly fight against Satan, defeat him, and liberate God? Wow, that's quite a statement, that last thing. Why can't we boldly fight against Satan, defeat him, and liberate God? Yeah, I mean, that's the problem of the fall for fallen people. Uh, even though your mother says we understand the principle, I mean, we've studied it, but how much have we actualized it? I mean, as mother's saying, we could not fulfill our responsibilities. And yes, we can't blame ignorance. I mean, if you break a law well, particularly in Sydney in the road rules, if you break a law, you can't say, "Oh, I didn't know." I mean, ignorance is not acceptable argument for making a mistake. And like Mother says there, how can Almighty God leave a mistake alone, particularly a mistake that was caused by humans, the beings He had created, and not by Him? I mean, so this is really taking on responsibility because of our ignorance. Yeah, I mean, we still face the same thing. We know the principle, and we know the Champumarong, and we know the epic history of the Han people. There's so much we know in the sense of studying it, but how much of it has really entered into our hearts, our bone marrow, so that we can fight against Satan and defeat him and liberate God. Why did the history of humanity take 6,000 years according to the Bible? We are living with true parents and attending them. True parents is a term that Heavenly Parent and humanity has hoped for over the past 6,000 years. This was a term they longed for. Humanity has been wondering, when will the true parents come and give us rebirth? In this way, humanity has certainly, but unconsciously, been following this direction with the hope of cutting off blood ties with the satanic world and being newly born through the true parents. Don't the four great religions point to this? Humanity has lived asking, how can I live in goodness, and how can I receive heaven's blessing? You who are sitting here today, however, have the answers to these questions. From whom did we receive these answers? From the true parents. Don't you have Don't you all have the names blessed children and blessed families? Yes. This blessing, however, is not only yours to have. And this is something we know. We know that the blessing is meant to be expanded. And we know that God has persevered with humanity for 6,000 years. And we are living in this amazing time to be alive during the life of our true parents. It really is an amazing privilege that we have, because nothing happens really by accident. There's always a reason, whether we fully grasp it or not. But we're here because of the works of our ancestors, to bring us to this point. So continuing, you should take responsibility over your family, your neighbors, your society, the nations in the fallen world, and the world. How long will you go around in circles, complaining that even though you dedicated your entire lives for God's will and are elders in the church, the headquarters has not helped you? I applaud your great audacity, but I am the true parents. Parents want to take responsibility for their children. Even secular parents do everything they can for their children. I told a chimpanzee story during my speaking tour in Japan. This story has become quite famous in Japan. There were father and son chimpanzees and mother and son chimpanzees. These two groups were separated and put in an oven. Slowly, the oven was heated. They all squirmed in the heat, trying to overcome it. On the side of the father and son chimpanzee, for the father, his surviving in that oven was the most important thing. He was present oriented. The father lay on top of his baby chimpanzee, trying to survive from the heat. I think maybe people remember this story the most from this message that Mother gave. And yeah, I'm sure we remember that the story. And so the father chimpanzee is laying on top of his baby. Yeah, the father is present oriented and thinking of his own survival. On the other hand, the mother chimpanzee, though she had to do something, thought she had to do something, otherwise she and her son would both die. She placed her baby on top of her stomach, saving his life while losing hers. This is not a light story to laugh at. The strong, true love of a mother's affection must radiate from both the men and women living in this age. Then what should be done to make this happen? We must throw away all self-centered excuses. We have to have a clear goal and must be able to advance a step closer to the goal, even in our sleep. Whether or not you stand in a position of eternal blessing in the eternal world will depend on how widely and greatly you transform your surroundings. Will you neglect your responsibilities because of present difficulties? Our life on earth is short. I am over 70 years old now. How long do you think I will live? You all probably refrain yourselves from treating older people rudely. That is because we know of the eternal world, the spiritual world. So your mother really highlighting that we can't make excuses for the situation we are in. We need to have a clear goal and must be able to advance a step closer to the goal, even in our sleep. And having a clear goal obviously means that it has to be aligned with what our true parents wish, what our heavenly parent wish, and what really will bring us to realizing our responsibility. And then that sentence there, will you neglect your responsibilities? Will you neglect your responsibilities because of present difficulties? Yeah. When we think of today, there's an amazing amount of difficulties that are in front of us. And it seems in some ways, getting harder and harder for a lot of people. And so many things have occurred and so many accusations made. But still, the world is waiting for the blessed families, to fulfill. Yes. You must be able to fulfill your responsibilities and resolve everything on earth. No one will do it for you. You are accountable for your own life and responsibilities. There will no longer be salvation again. Wow. There will no longer be salvation again. True parents have perfected, concluded, and completed the providence of restoration through indemnity. He gave us the blessing to partake in that providence. You saw the video before this, which said the doors are completely open and that everything has been forgiven. The responsibility now falls on your shoulders. Can you blame heaven when you have not fulfilled your responsibilities? If you do, you are worse than a chimpanzee. This chimpanzee mother thought of the future first. She considered her child more precious than herself. Do you understand? I understand that the central members have gathered here today. Your voices are too soft. Do you understand? 1 year quickly passed, and we only have a few months left until Foundation Day. How would you report this to heaven? Huh? So really, Mother is expressing her painful, desperate heart, to us, and we need to recognize, that it's up to us. True parents have done everything. They've perfected, concluded, and completed the providence. And that's an interesting statement. There will no longer be salvation again. But that I'm not sure how to understand that. Maybe others have an idea, but that's quite a statement. There will no longer be salvation again. My thinking goes to the fact that there won't be a repeat of true parents, if that what it means, because we know that when people receive the blessing, then that they change blood lineage and once and for all leave the satanic realm behind, and sin is forgiven, so children can be born without sin, as blessed children. So if it's referring to that there's only one true parents, then yes, that certainly won't be repeated. But we obviously are given the task to become true parents through the blessing. That's why I think it says he gave us the blessing to partake in that providence. Those who seriously consider this probably will not be able to sleep. You are standing in blessed position at this very moment. It would have been great if we only had the blessings, but blessings are always accompanied by responsibility. If you can shorten it by a year or two, how would heaven regard you? Huh? Would heaven look and treat you affectionately? Would heaven say thank you? True Father went through hardship on the front line for his entire life before going to the spirit world. Not once did True Father take care of his own body. Why do you think why do you think he did that? True Father did that because of his foolish children. How great would it have been if he had brilliant children? How great would it have been if there were many blessed families that are quick to understand? How aghast would heaven feel by blessed couples who go in circles, forgetting one teaching after the other every single time it is given to them? You have now lived more than half your life. And some of us, more than 2/3 of our life. Uh, really, your mother is really giving a very strong wake-up call to us, to stop going around in circles and to, really apply the principle and really to understand it. How great would it have been if there were many blessed families that are quick to understand? I'm sure many of us have experienced forgetting one teaching after the other every single time it is given to them. And that's not just true parents' words or the principle that we study or the life experiences we have. Just in general. I remember one time studying at university and looking at a page of a text and reading that page of text maybe more than a dozen times, over and over again, because I was experiencing exactly that interesting phenomena of forgetting it as soon as I looked at it. Every single time I went over it, I would forget what I just read, and I thought, what's going on here? And I just kept reading it again and thinking and reading till eventually, after the 12th or 13th time, I thought, oh, now I get it. And it stayed once I understood it. And digested it. And I realized that's a technique need to apply. You can hear things and say, yes, you understand. But then when someone asks you, well, what did Father say? I said, oh, I don't know. And to be able to uh, digest it. I remember Father saying before, we need to let it enter our bone, our very bone marrow. So it was, it's so essential to our life that it's something that never goes away, and it becomes intrinsic to the way we do things. Yeah, So, like I think Mother's anxious heart is expressing how great it would have been if there were many blessed families that are quick to understand. Even the second generation president of Family Federation for World Peace and Unification is over 50 years old, right? However, what are we to do if you are still immature? You must become mature. You should no longer think centered on yourselves. Live for the sake of others and try to accomplish at least one thing that is a plus. With this in heart, please reach out for even one life, witness, and teach them about true parents for the sake of Chongyolguk. There are children who do not even recognize their parents, who have been so close. During the recent speaking tour in Japan, I told Japanese members to become rich. Everyone likes to hear the word rich, right? Please become rich too. This means that you should witness. Now, let us assume you go to the spiritual world. Imagine the great number of Christian spirits that went to the spirit world for the past 2,000 years. What about the numerous spirits that went to the spirit world through the 6,000 years providence mentioned in the Bible? So your mother is explaining, obviously we know we need to become mature and we know many things, but how much we have implemented, applied them, actualized them, that's always our responsibility. And it's your mother is saying, told the members to be rich, and I'm sure that when you first hear the word rich, our mind often thinks of money, some physical, material wealth, and yeah, and mother says, please become rich. This means you should witness. Yeah, this means that you should witness, and we should. It's a being rich. Yeah, it means success in witnessing, of course, not just going out and witness and go around in circles, but to really have success. Like as Mother said, with this in heart, please reach out for even one life. Witness and teach them about true parents for the sake of Chongyolguk. So this is our richness, as we know, to witness and to be successful in it. And it's also, I believe, the way in which we become mature, because once you focus on the spiritual child, then the focus really is for their life at the expense of our own life. That's why I think Mother told the story of the chimpanzee, that really, the heart should be to raise up children to become truly connected to our Heavenly Parent and to our true parents. In the spiritual world, your life would be miserable and not easy because you will be accused by all those spirits. Yes? That is why you must liberate your ancestors and guide those to whom you witness to do the same thing. When you go to the spiritual world, you cannot help carrying the pain you might receive, the indemnity you might receive. Do you truly feel it? Do you truly realize why you must partake in ancestor liberation and blessing? That is for you. Your existence is not just for you. You have sons and daughters. You should think about your future descendants. I want to help you by building the Museum on True Parents Life courses. You cannot imagine how much true parents loved God and humanity. The museum will show all the records, including even the incidents you did not partake in within the providence that true parents personally conducted, investing everything in them. This will become a historical museum. Once this museum is completed, what would Christians think when they see it? Yeah, I hope a great regret, and then to act on that regret. We need, to really liberate, and our ancestors, and to notice, they guide those whom you witness to do the same thing. Yeah, so not only do we explain about uh, our true parents, but also our responsibility. Yeah, okay. How much regret will those who visit this museum feel? They would say, why didn't I know about him even though I lived in the same era? I can't believe I did not recognize my own parents. How much would they regret that, huh? They are the parents of humanity, the true parents. Can there be any child that does not know his or her parents? After a few hundred years, your descendants would visit the museum and gladly say, my grandpa, my great great grandpa was part of this. Some will say, oh, but what about my grandfather? He is not included. Those who want to become such people, you decide by yourselves. Your responses are weak. So really, yeah, that's I think your mother is explaining when people go there, and they visit, how much regret will those who visit the museum feel? And when we reflect on as blessed families, how can we minimize that regret? Is for us to put more effort into witnessing so that they can understand about heavenly parent and true parents so much earlier. That like, there some will say, oh, but what about my grandfather? He's not included. Some people will see the names on the wall of all the people that gave to help in its building. And I'm sure when you go and look at the wall, there's just a small area that's filled up. Even though there's thousands of names, there's 8 billion people in the world. Uh, it's too late in one way for many people, but I'm sure Heavenly Parent would have been amazed if every inch of the walls of the entire building were filled with the names of the people that invested. In fact, you would not see a spare space. All you'd see were names, but we don't see that. I remember going into the palace uh, and going to the room where all the names are, and it's just one room and just a couple of walls, and everyone's just so excited to see their name. And I remember going not that long time ago, and they sort of changed the way in which they lined all the names up, and it took a while for people to find their names because it had an interesting way of navigating from the right to the left, and from top to bottom. Is sort of they're not how you normally do things, and yet the delight when people finally found their names was really immense. But their sadness was until they found their name. Oh, but yeah, it was interesting to see, and uh, yeah, that to alleviate the regret, I think is up to us on how much your mother has asked. At least one third the population of the world, but billion plus people should be able to have the opportunity to make the choice about true parents and heavenly parent, but they need to know the truth and the circumstances around it. What did I say just now? The Museum on True Parents Life courses must be completed at all costs within your lifetime. I want to say this is the era of women, but women are weak. Men are still strong. Will you fulfill your responsibilities? Will you accomplish your responsibilities? Your voices are too weak. This is not about numbers. The voice of a mother is strong at home. Why are they so weak here? It is okay to do worse. Is it okay to do worse than a chimpanzee? Please work hard. Wow. That's quite a message our true mother has said at that time. And mother was very strong in emphasizing our role and what we need to do and what we need to understand and what we need to apply. We need to start to act. So thank you. That's my message this morning. I hope you gained some insights. And before we hear some reflections, I've got another song, praise song. Just 1 second, I'll bring that up. So please enjoy.
어머님, 당신께서 주신
Mother,
너무나 크신 은혜와 사랑,
the great love and grace you have given to us,
기쁨과
we,
희망으로
with
돌려드리고
Hyojong,
있는
happiness and hope, we will return what we received, will become such filial children. With such a resolution, let us all offer this praise.
하늘이 주신 말씀에 귀 기울여 보네 우리의 떠오는 마음 모두 사라질 때 가슴 깊이 솟아오르는 하늘의 바라시니 기쁨의 지성 속에 가슴 솟아오르네 감사와 기쁜 마음이 점점 흐르네 모두 전하세 영혼을 담아
자력 견해
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. So open up to anyone that would like to make a comment or share a reflection, please do. Yes, so Mr. Rai, thank you.
Thank you again. And a few days ago, I saw the video about Tulmada's speech in 1991. Mada went to Japan and visited Hokkaido. And I can say Mr. Kamiyama was the leader. Then Dr. Park Bohi was translator. And when see the many members who welcome to Tulmada, their spirit is so high and so sincere, and many people really crying and incredible. That kind of hard to welcome Tulmada. Then Tulmada said when God prepared for Tulmada, Tulfather, it's a long history. But the Tulmada said also, God prepared for me. It's also same as Tulfather, long history. Then if I talk, it's many days. But if write a book, many book. And so that time, I think 1991, just before Tulmada came to Australia, I came to 1992, and I went to Cairns. We had a meeting to father, to mother, me and Reverend Kim. That time, and I did not understand to mother at all. Just focus to father. Then really, and I think looks like two mothers. I think heart is exactly the same, but we could not pick up deeply. I think, of course, to father is very great, and we all remember, like when true father prayed, his tears and sweat is fall down from ceiling to downstairs. It is incredible, but also just really focused at the area. But I think really, through other side of story, it's quite deep, quite many. Then when Tulmada speak that speech, Tulmada is not that kind of panic, really, really naturally. Naturally, not like today's speech is Tulmada getting more stronger. But really, without judge, and I think incredible story Tulmada has, but really inside of Tulmada heart very peaceful. How can do it? And I really wonder for this. So anyway, so Tulmada heart is so deep, and not easy to understand, but it's great. Yeah, anyway, thank you, John. Come on.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Roy. Thank you, everyone. It's time now for us to offer our unison prayer. So I'll just bring up that screen. Okay. So let's pray together.
Ano mo makopian? Ya. Pasal sana? Toilet.
Jew, Jew, Jew. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all for coming. I hope you have a great day and see you all again tomorrow. So thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Look after yourself, John. You sound a
Yeah.
bit sick.
Yeah, got a bit of a cold coming on. I'm trying
Yes, a bit.
Pray.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Have a good rest.
Thank you. Okay.